Do not forget that Hunter Biden was employed by this company, Burisma. Burisma was a natural gas company, now basically defunct out of Ukraine. Really, really sketchy company. There was a guy named Viktor Shokin, who was the investigator who was looking into any kind of illegal opportunities and things that were going on at Burisma. Burisma had Hunter Biden on their board. They were paying him $83,000 a month. Unheard of. There is no such thing as a board job for $83,000 a month. You're lucky to get $83,000 a year for a board job. So he's getting $83K a month to sit on the board of Burisma Energy, a natural gas company he knows nothing about the natural gas industry. And it's all while his dad is the vice president of the United States of America, by the way, in charge of Ukraine policy. Yeah. And in charge of the money that we were giving Ukraine. And we now know from a New York Times article just over the weekend that we were giving them a fair amount because we've had a CIA op going on for the last 10 years in Ukraine. So Joe Biden, kind of like gloating about the power he had over Ukraine, stupidly admitted something that kind of matters, because basically he got the prosecutor, this Viktor Shokin, who was investigating his son's employer, Burisma, fired. And then Joe goes on to some fancy schmancy little gathering at the CFR. CFR is okay, by the way. I was a member for many years, Council on Foreign Relations. But he sits up there on stage with Richard Haas and brags about how he got Shokin fired. Watch.
I was, not I, but it just happened to be, that was the assignment I got. I got all the good ones. So I got Ukraine. And I remember going over convincing our team, or others too, convincing us that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch.
We're keeping it clean. That was my way of bleeping out his bad language. Anyway, you get the point, right? So this needs to be gotten to the bottom of. I'm sorry, the White House can complain all they want. But last I checked, you know what? We got a First Amendment here in the United States of America. Thank you very much.